Our society is a stressed society, and because of that, stress has a negative connotation. You hear people say things like, "I'm so stressed out today," or "I can't take all this stress," and variations on those themes. But is all stress bad? And can you live without stress? Could you live with zero stress? The answer is no. I'm Dr. John Bartemus, and I'm putting the pieces together to help you live a life at optimal. When talking about stress, there are actually two forms of stress. There's distress, which is the bad stress that we all know about, experience frequently, and talk about. But there's also good stress, and the good stress is called eustress or eustress. So when we talk about stress and think about stress and how it impacts our health, we need to consider the balance of stress, the balance between eustress and distress, the balance between positive stressors and negative stressors. And I believe it's probably obvious to you that we want to build our positive stress bank account to be very high and rich and keep our distress or negative bank account to a minimum. And so we need to consider, well, what are stressors and which stressors contribute to eustress and distress? So the answer is most stressors could be either eustress or distress, good stress or bad stress. For example, nutrition. Nutrition can be stressful. It can be distressful due to gluten, dairy, GMOs, MSG, dyes and colorings and artificial flavors and those sorts of things. But nutrition can also be eustress or good stress or helpful to our health when eating, organic, natural foods and diets. Exercise can be positive or negative for us. The proper amount of exercise at the proper intensity and volume is eustress. It actually breaks down tissue to build it up better. So the right exercise is eustressful. The wrong amount of exercise or overtraining is distressful, and that breaks us down and drives us into catabolic states and too much cortisol and things that break the body down and can cause us to be unhealthy. Relationships can be eustress, good, or distressful, bad. Think about falling in love or a new relationship with a new person. That's all eustress. You're so excited, the other person can do no wrong. You can't wait to get that next textual message from them. You're so excited. Relationships can also be distressful. So think about breaking up and divorce and things of that nature, or having a loved one that lives far away or travels for a living or that sort of thing. So that can be distressful. Sexual intercourse, I think we can all agree that that's eustress and eustress only. Drugs can be both legal and illegal drugs can be eustressful or distressful. More distressful because of the toxic load that it puts on the body and the demand for us to clear it, but can be eustressful in the times that at least illegal drugs during the high times can be eustressful. The prescription medications could contribute to eustress by minimizing the distress being caused by your health challenge. So there's potential there for both. So the take home here is that when you think about stress, don't think about having zero stress in your life, because that would mean you're dead. And so that would be distressful to everyone you know. So we don't want zero stress. We want lots of eustress, like petting puppies, sexual intercourse, good healthy food, the proper amounts and intensity of exercise, happy, healthy relationships, those things. But we want to avoid the distress. And by doing that, we build our eustress to distress ratio and promote the eustress side, and that leads to a life at optimal.